Think about what happens when you try to get into an exclusive club or a major backstage event. There is a velvet rope, a VIP list, and security keeping the crowds out. For most of human history, sacred spaces operated with that same strict boundary. The inner sanctums of ancient temples were restricted to a select few. Only specific priests and royals were permitted to cross the threshold and stand in the presence of the divine. But there is a massive historical exception to this rule. This is the Jagannath Temple, a majestic 12th century complex located in the city of Puri, India. Instead of requiring the public to earn their way past guards and gates, this temple brings the inner sanctum out to the people. This event is called Rath Yatra, or the Chariot Festival. Once a year, 3 deities, Lord Jagannath, his brother Balabhadra, and his sister Subhadra, leave their temple home for a journey through the city. They are placed on giant wooden chariots and pulled down the city's main avenue. This allows anyone, regardless of their background, their personal beliefs, or their social standing, to stand in the street and witness them. This open-door policy creates one of the largest religious gatherings on the planet, with millions of people filling the Grand Road. When the divine hits the streets like this, it functions as a demonstration of equality. For a few days, the ancient barriers between the temple and the public simply vanish. To move through a crowd of that size, you need a vehicle with immense scale. These 3 chariots reach up to 45 feet tall, towering over the surrounding buildings. This is a massive annual mega project. These wooden skyscrapers aren't stored in a garage. They are built entirely from scratch every single year. Artisans use centuries-old traditional techniques to shape the timber. There are no modern engines, no hydraulic cranes, and no heavy machinery involved in the process. Each deity has a specific vehicle. Lord Jagannath travels in red and yellow, Balabhadra in red and green, and Subhadra in red and black. The engineering is precise. Jagannath's chariot requires 16 wheels, while the others use 14 and 12. The construction process itself functions as a community-wide act of devotion, requiring the cooperation of hundreds of carpenters and painters to succeed. The festival revolves around Manaviya Leela, or human-like activities. It begins when the deities are given a massive ceremonial bath using 108 pots of water. Just like humans, the deities are believed to catch a cold from the grand bath. They spend the next 15 days in a medical quarantine to rest and recover. Once they recover, the siblings embark on a week-long summer vacation. They travel down the road to their aunt's home, represented by this colorful temple gateway about 3 kilometers away. But the lore includes a relatable twist. Lord Jagannath forgot to tell his wife, goddess Lakshmi, about the trip. In the story, she is so annoyed at being left behind that she sneaks out to damage his chariot in protest. These stories of family drama, sickness, and recovery make the divine figures feel personal and approachable to the millions of people watching. So, how do you move 3 towering wooden structures without an engine? They are moved by millions of hands. Devotees grip thick ropes and pull in unison, heaving the chariots forward through the crowd. Right before the pulling begins, the regional king performs a ritual called Chera Pahara. He dresses as a humble sweeper and cleans the path in front of the chariots with a golden broom. In this moment, the highest-ranking ruler in the land performs the most menial task possible. At the foot of these chariots, the social distance between a king and a commoner disappears. After their week-long stay, the deities begin their return journey. This culminates in a ceremony known as Suna Besha. The deities remain outside on their chariots, but they are now adorned in magnificent, heavy gold ornaments and elaborate jewelry. This is the public's final chance to stand before the figures in their full splendor before they are carried back into the temple and the doors close again. The unstoppable scale of Lord Jagannath's chariot is actually where we get the English word juggernaut. Today, this tradition has traveled far beyond India. You can see these same massive wooden chariots being pulled through the streets of London or rolling past the skyscrapers of New York City. Whether the chariots are in Puri or Manhattan, the practice remains the same. When millions of hands grip the same ropes, titles and status are left on the sidelines. The festival creates a space where every participant moves forward together, as equals. If you enjoyed learning about the history of this massive celebration, share these facts with a friend. Thanks for watching.